Hi there, my name is John Stevens, pastor of Zion Lutheran in Oregon City, Oregon, part of the ELCA, and this is the dollar store children's sermons where we take a item from the dollar store and we tie it to the lectionary text. And this is for April the 3rd, which is the second Sunday of Easter, following Easter Sunday, and we are talking about the gospel text, which is the Doubting Thomas, the Thomas where every one of the disciples get to see Jesus except Thomas. And so we're going to be talking about the marks on Jesus' hands and feet. That's how they tell it's Jesus. Now I brought along with me a deck of cards, and we're going to give the deck a couple of cuts, and I'm going to drop a couple of cards on the floor just like that, just to show that I'm a professional card handler. Yeah. Anyway, and I'm going to look at this card here, and I'm going to tell you that the card here is the Four of Hearts. I'll show you it's the Four of Hearts. So here, I'm going to give the deck another cut, a couple of cuts like this. I'm going to look at the back of the card, and I'm going to tell you that this is the Queen of Clubs. Queen of Clubs. And I could tell you this, I could keep going through all the cards, and I could tell you what the cards are again and again. And let's see, this is the, this one here is the Four of Hearts, which I already showed you, but again, it's the Four of Hearts. I just cut it to they're all different. And again, I can cut here, and I can look, this one here is the Ten of Spades. Ten of Spades. Anyway, the way I'm doing this, I'm going to tell you a little secret. The way I'm doing this is I'm using what we call marked cards. On the back of these cards, there are different marks that tell me what the card is. This one here tells me that it's the Four of Diamonds. Yeah, and this one here, you'll see a little line right there, and it shows me that this is the Three of Diamonds. Yeah. Well, marked cards tell me what the card is. The disciples see Jesus and they know it's Jesus, but then Thomas says, you know, I'm not going to believe it's Jesus until I see marks. Now this might be marks on the cards, but Thomas wants to see the marks in Jesus, his hands and his side, and then he will know that it's Jesus. You know, we don't get a chance to see the marks on the hands, but we get to see Jesus in one another. And there are ways that we can see Jesus today. And that's in bread and wine, that's in the water and the Word, and that's in you and me and how we treat one another. When we come together as the body of Christ, we get to see marks of Jesus. It might not be the marks in his hands like Thomas wanted to see and got to see, but we get to see marks of a Christian in each one of us. Yeah, and that's ways that we can see Jesus in this world. So that's the dollar store children's sermon using marked cards. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a blessed week. Now I wanted to show you one other possible thing for a children's sermon using a dollar store item, and that is the Perplexing Magic Kit. Now first of all, the other one is from the dollar store, and it's a marked deck of cards, and it's a magic trick that you can find at the dollar store for $1. This one here is called Perplexing Magic. Again, it's one of the kits, and in case you're in a church or there's traditions that don't like to use playing cards, and so I want to make sure that you have another option, and this option is from this magic trick, but it's more of an optical illusion. So if you're worried about doing something, as you can tell, I'm also a magician, so anyway, but this here, if you have an issue, I don't know if that's the right word, but if that's something that you think you can't do in your church, then here's an option. It's a magical, and it's an optical illusion, where you have here, you show them that you've got two little boomerangs, two little arcs, and you say, now which one is longer? They'll tell you the bottom one. And you say, you know, this is going to be something that is hard to believe unless you see it. But check this out. If I go like this, Now which one seems longer? And they say, the bottom one. But I thought you said the purple one was longer. Well, here, let's, again, and it's an optical illusion, because if you bring them both together, you see they're the exact same size. No, if I told you that, you might not believe it, but I showed it to you and you were able to believe it. Well, Thomas, the disciples, they say they see Jesus, and Thomas, he doesn't, and he would like to see it. And he would like to see it so he can believe it. And then you can go on with other things. So this is another dollar store item that you can get, and it's a great little optical illusion. All right, thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a blessed week and a wonderful Easter season.